Yo, what's good, YouTube? This is Big Okai here, and today, guys, we're gonna be reacting to Gray finally announcing some stuff on limit breaking as well as a few other things. So, the audio is gonna be a bit loud, but I do apologize for that. But I try to do my best. But either way, guys, can't be helped if it's too loud. But you know, it is what it is. Anyways, enjoy.
Uh,
Okay,
do I
guys.
sound okay on YouTube? Is everything good here? Just making sure I sound good before I start. Okay. We're live. Do I sound okay? Am I good to talk?
Yes, Gray. Yeah, you're good
Okay,
to talk,
I'm
bro.
good. Okay. Cool. That's all I needed to hear. Alright, limit break update. It's coming now. I'm gonna start by explaining. I've got a couple things to announce, but I'll just kind of showcase limit breaking real quick. So limit breaking works simple. It's something that's meant to be not like a very fast thing for you to do, but something that you progressively do after you perfect. So as you guys know, you have the normal DCBAS stats, which lets you reach to your perfection limit. You can get these letters up even more now, so you can make old forms even stronger now. The way that you do that is via limit break. To limit break a form, you need to collect mastery points. Mastery points you can get from Purunga and Ultimate Purunga. Now you can also now get them whenever you fully complete a mentor. So for example, the mentors the masters here, once you fully complete these guys to 100, you can basically, you get 5 mastery points from doing these. So it'll be a great way for you to instantly master a form and use it. So every single time you complete these ones 100%, you get 5. If you already beat one, you just got to go in there and claim it. So if you're already 100% it, you could just get it.
Okay, so if you already beat it, you just have to go back in and claim it.
That's like, you get 5 per master, so there's
keep
a
that
lot
in
you
mind.
can get. So you can get it pretty fast. After that,
so can we use mastery points for perfecting?
Raids on Future Earth. Raids that are located on South Earth up. Each time you beat a raid boss, it drops 1 mastery points. So if you want to repeatedly farm mastery points after you run out, you could do those raids repeatedly. Or you could fight Beerus and Whis. Those guys drop 2 individually. For Beerus and Whis, if you have 2 times drop chance, by the way, it does work on them. So if you beat a raid with 2 times drop chance active, you get 2 mastery points. If you beat Beerus or Whis, you get 4. So that's just something else that's kind of common. There's gonna be more ways to get those
who's
things.
Saying L update,
is my stream
bro?
quality good? I looked at my stream and it's a little laggy. Hopefully it's okay. But yeah, I don't know if you guys saw. I guess I can reopen it real quick before I forget. Skills. This little visual effect that happens when you limit break, so people can see that you just limit broke. Let me get everything to S real quick.
Bro, I am 100% doing my mentors now, dude.
So
I already have some of them done on my main slot. Like this is gonna be easy.
Now there's a new letter that you can reach. I think I ran out of mastery points. Crap, I ran out of mastery points. I ran out of mastery points. Hang on, I think I have like a little pad here for myself to give myself mastery points. You need a lot of mastery
points to do that.
Do I have that? Do I have mastery point pad? I don't think I have mastery point pad. Oh, mastery points. There you go.
Bruh, okay, it's right there.
And I should. Yeah, okay. I've got mastery points. Sorry, guys.
Okay, so it takes multiple mastery points to get
an even stronger boost than everything before. So obviously you see here it says 50% damage.
Oh yeah, we gonna be grinding, bro. Do your mentors, guys. It's mastery
melee
points.
Attack, rush attack, key blast attack, or key attack to Z. It goes to, if I recall correctly, 65%. So it's a 15% jump.
I am so
in comparison to the normal jump. So it's
a lot
stronger.
So fucking doing
the thing is, you can only get 1 stat to Z. So you have to kind of pick through the options of which ones you want to get to Z. For stamina and key tap, I think it goes to 60% less reduction, so it's even more you can retain. And defense, I think is I want to say it's a 3% buff. Defense is the new stat you can DCBAS train. For defense, it lets you basically increase defense when you get attacked, like by M1, so your defense can go up. If you're holding block and you get attacked, it goes up a little faster. If you perfect block, it goes a lot. So that's something you can do there. The one thing that makes it different is different forms require more. So for example, getting false Super Saiyan up barely costs anything. So if I get everything up to like B real quick, you see here that it only costs like 14 to get these up to B. So it's very easy to kind of get these up. Like you can,
the raids are
if you have all your
really
masters
dumb.
done, you could honestly like fully limit break Super Saiyan easily. So if you have your masters done, like this will be mad easy to get up. But that's kind of limit breaking. It's nothing crazy. Just something to help boost up a good amount of damage. I know a lot of you keep seeing Eagle on my list. It's a dev spec. Stop asking about it. Just a dev spec, guys. Relax. Come on.
Bruh.
I need a dev spec. You already know. But yeah, that's limit breaking. Very simple, very basic. It'll be nice and quick. So it's a good way to just get your forms a lot stronger. You could probably limit break a lot of them easy. This is meant to be something slow. It's not meant to be something that you get done in a day. That's kind of the concept. So just be advised, if it feels too slow, we'll make it easier. And there's going to be more methods to obtain mastery points in the future. But I think the rate at it right now is really good, at least from what I've heard about testers. So that's coming next. That's good. Next up, I need a tester to join my private server. Hang on. I should have thought about this ahead of time because I can kind of show strongest form 3, I guess. Something that's coming with this update, and I guess I'll let Tuffles figure it out. For Tuffles, for the Tuffle path, you are now going to be able to use Tuffleization and strongest form 3 at the same time. Every single race has a unique
Something
strongest
Majins
form 3, basically.
Right now.
So
Androids
cool.
and Tuffles can.
If one of my testers from the tester chat is in the YouTube, if you can go into the test server, so I can showcase the strongest form 3. So
Majin absorption got mega nerfed.
Strongest form 3.
I say mega nerfed, but like,
and
you know what I'm kind of just saying right now.
Okay, I see a tester. Okay, cool. So that's coming with this update. For my people who want codes, there's 3 coming. One of the codes gives you 2 times of everything. So you can get a 2 times XP, 2 times any, 2 times
everything
drops.
For one of the codes?
And it's just one code. There's another customized code. We improved that code a little bit better. So it'll be much nicer. And then we're also dropping a Zenny code as a final thank you. So there's 3 codes coming for you guys. So that's the update for Wednesday. I guess today. The update should be prepared in like anywhere from 3 to 5 hours from now. So we just got to make sure everything is working. Let me tell some of these testers go base. Let me equip a Tuffle real quick, and I can show you guys what a Tuffleized strongest form 3 looks like. So that's coming this update. Within the next couple of days as well, by the way, anywhere from Friday to Monday, I don't know exactly when, there's going to be a lot of path buffs coming along. So there's going to be some new buffs that are coming for all of the paths that are weak. So they're not coming with this update. People are saying
God Eater, like God Eater's not
Friday to Monday.
Dude, Majins don't need a buff.
I don't think any nerfs really. I'm gonna absorb a lot of Saiyans, dude. Why are so many Saiyans? I don't want to see a Saiyan. Can one of you become? Can one of you become like a? You know what? Someone go Bioandroid. If someone wants to go Bioandroid here, I'll absorb Eugen as a Saiyan. I'll show what the Saiyan strongest form 3 looks like. So if I use Tuffleization on you, Tuffleize you. There we go. Okay, cool. Let me equip.
I haven't
Storm
done
3.
this path yet. My slot is ready, but I am, dude. The white hair is a nice touch, dude.
Should have kept
Little reference
Tuffleization.
to
Hang on. Boom. Okay.
little reference to Heroes, as well as when baby
can't I go
Vegeta
strongest?
reveals that he's possessed
Strongest form
Vegeta.
3. This is strongest form 3s for Saiyans.
Dude, let's see it. Let's see it. God damn!
There you go. So when you Tuffleize a Saiyan and you go strongest form 3, you become grade 8 baby. And
Dude,
I think this is like
so
crazy strong.
So
that's that one.
So
and then I'll showcase. I see a Frost Demon. I'll do Frost Demon next. And then I'll let people discover the other Tuffleizations on their own. But yeah, buffs are coming Friday to Monday, so that'll be coming soon. So everything's gonna get a good buff. Let me absorb this guy. Oh, gotta press F. Talking about the future, Black Market should also be coming with the buffs. That's just regular. The Black Market system, which is how you can get some of the old limiteds, should be coming with the buff for the races and their passives, so that's something to look forward to. This is strongest form 3 for Tuffleizations.
That looks so fucking sick, bro.
So you got Black Market coming soon as well. So that's something to look forward to.
Bro, someone said that looks buns,
let me look at my list of things I wanted to go over real quick.
You don't even know, dude.
Make sure I strike every single point. Okay, so Black Market coming alongside the buffs. I can discuss it in detail. Okay, perfect. Let me discuss some of the stuff that's coming in detail. Document. Let me pull up the document I have for it. So context. Let's see here. Hang on. I'm gonna read to you some of the buffs that are gonna be coming, not with this update, but Friday to Monday. Super Saiyan God and God Namekian are getting a buff. They're getting a raw percentage damage boost. I think it's 15% damage boost for Super Saiyan God and Namekian that they're just gonna have outright. So that's what's coming there. For the Mirror Path, the Touch of Corruption is happening with a 75% chance to a 30% chance. And the percentage debuff and buff, it goes from 10% to 15%. For Bio Android, it's getting a stronger defense boost. And God Eater Path, you guys are going to be able to use Absorption. So that's going to be cool. And I think God Eater as well will be able to detect God Key, but won't have God Key.
God Eater is getting buffed.
So yeah, God Eater can absorb now as well. And there's a couple other things coming, but I'll leave those to be kind of surprises. But yeah, overall, there's a lot of buffs. Oh, and Tuffle is getting fixed as well for its ability.
I'm gonna be real, Majins didn't really need a buff because their
proper full ability working as well for that update.
Path passive is already OP as it is.
Going forward,
I'm gonna be real, they didn't really need a buff.
Monday or Friday.
But I'm also glad they're getting a buff because I also have to work on my Majin as well. My Majin's at level 800, it just needs to be worked to level 875.
Old limiteds that were in the game, if you wanted some of the old limiteds, that'll be a good way to re-earn them. Next, I can finally go over H to C. Hang on, guys. There's a lot of you. Let me go somewhere. I'll go to main menu. That way I can just talk and you guys can listen. I can go over HTC and Gravity Chamber changes that are going to be coming now. Because that's the next update after Black Market. So basically this update will be limit breaking, as well as bug fixes and strongest form 3. Then after that, Black Market and path buffs are coming. Then after that, we're going to be doing the Gravity Chamber, HTC Chamber changes. So let me go over now some of the changes that are coming with Gravity Chamber and HTC. let's see here. Let me grab that document so I can read it out. Let me do load game. Let me go into my own little server real quick first before I do that. Okay. Then we have HTC/gravity chamber changes that are coming. So for HTC, I'm not going to read everything out, but I'm going to read some stuff out. HTC doesn't have much coming to it, but it's going to get an improvement better. For HTC, when it ends, and this also applies to gravity chamber, normally HTC and gravity chamber just kick you to like out of the game. I think after this change, it's gonna, oh, actually, I think this got implemented, but basically you'll be teleported to Earth instead of just being kicked out of the game. I'm not sure if that was added yet or not, but that's something that's coming or already came out. For HTC, the two following things are going to happen if you own the Game Pass. If you own the Game Pass for HTC, your time restriction is buffed to 2 hours instead of the current 30 minutes that you get.
Ain't no way.
You'll be able to be in the HTC for 2 hours as long as you have the Game Pass.
2 hours?
And if you have the HTC Game Pass,
bro, buy the Game Pass.
The stat cap limit goes up to 50.
Guys, so you have to own the Game Pass.
That's above to if you own the Game Pass. If you go in for free, it's the normal amount. Just because there was no incentive to buy in the Game Pass since you can get it for free. So for Game Pass owners, you'll be able to be in the HTC for a lot better. The minor thing we're doing to HTC, key control and key damage, the minigame I think is going to get changed to the little OSU minigame. That way it's not just a WASD like spam fest. So the free users will be able to still go into HTC like how you normally can right now, but if you own the Game Pass, you get that buff to where you can be in there for longer. Moving to Gravity Chamber. Oh, also, there's another thing that's coming. I know a lot of people want an NPC in the HTC. There's something else we're doing that will be good for HTC, but that's besides the point. Going out to Gravity Chamber.
Wait for that change.
The chamber with the gravity in it.
See what we got for Gravity Chamber.
When Gravity Chamber ends, instead of being kicked, you get teleported to Earth. I already went over that.
Okay, nice.
The stat gain, like the training, from HTC, Gravity Chamber is going to be multiplied by 3x. So for those of you who struggled for your life trying to get your Gravity Chamber stats up, this should help. It'll make it 3 times faster. So you'll be able to train that up a lot more.
Yes.
Gravity Chamber is gonna have support to allow 2 players instead of Gravity Chamber, and you'll be able to fight your friend to get XP inside the Gravity Chamber instead of just the bot. If you're alone, there's gonna be a button that kind of opens up another door, and in there, that's where the bots are gonna be located and out of the way. So the bots will be in their own separate room that you kind of have to walk toward. That way you don't like insta die. So you can kind of choose where the bots are. Or the bots are going to be in another room, so it's going to be kind of peacefully out of the way. And there's going to be some more bots. So there's that. Let's see here. Something cool that we want to try to do is if you have 2 players, one person can kind of train their stats in the main room while someone else is in like the what's it called? The bot room. For those of you that own the Gravity Chamber Game Pass, the stat cap limit is increased to 20. If you don't have the Game Pass, it's still 10 like normal. And if you have the Game Pass as well for Gravity Chamber, you could stay inside for 2 hours instead of 30 minutes. So that's a huge benefit.
Also, it's not 30 minutes, it's 40 minutes. I'd just like to correct that.
So you'll be able to be in the Gravity Chamber for 2 hours with a slide instead of just 30 minutes.
But, bro, you can go in there for 2 hours just like these.
2 other changes coming. The Zenny
2 hours
is being changed
for the Game Pass
in a good way, but in a more balanced way. If you're level 1, the entrance to Gravity Chamber will be 25k, so it's cheaper to enter. At level 100, it'll cost 50k, level 200, 75k, and level 3k, 100k. And then that's basically kind of like the limit. It'll never be more expensive. But that's basically like, it'll be cheaper to get in at the very beginning, but it'll get more expensive the higher level you are. I think it's fair because kind of Gravity Chamber is like disgustingly strong for everybody. So it'll be cheaper to get in.
For people saying buff the Zenny game,
new player to kind of go into the Gravity Chamber and get that buff of XP really fast.
Literally just play the game.
It's completely free to play, but then obviously if you're higher level, it'll cost a little bit more. I'm very real, guys. 100k to enter isn't much, bro. You can literally max out with Time Chamber. It's so strong. Don't forget, you're also in there for 2 hours now. So if you do the math, and just hear me out, do the math. Used to be in there for 30 minutes and spent 50k. Now you can go for 2 hours. If you're spending 100k, you're going in there for 2 hours. You're technically saving 50% that you normally would. So if you guys do the math, even if the price increases, Gravity Chamber is still better because you're in there for 2 hours. So it's pocket change, guys. It's not even a nerf in my opinion because it's still a buff overall because it's 2 hours instead of 30 minutes.
Bro,
So
that's literally a day's worth of grinding on
save 100K
Space, South Earth, and Demon Realm.
So, oh, that's right. I forgot. I did say it's 30 minutes still if you have. I think it's not going to be 30 minutes. I think it's an hour for free and then 2 hours for Gravity Chamber. I'm gonna look more into it, so don't worry. No matter what, it's still a huge buff. It'll make progressing a lot better for the early stages, so that'll be good. And the other thing is you'll be able to modify the gravity inside the Gravity Chamber. So that's something to look forward to. I'm not going to give too much details there because we haven't fully planned that one out, but you'll be able to modify the gravity at your own.
I wonder what that'll do.
So that's something cool that's coming to HTC Gravity Chamber. Gonna be nice. Gonna be fun. There's 2 more things I want to discuss. We don't have plans for them, but after HTC and Gravity Chamber, there's kind of 3 things we're gonna focus on. So the next big focus will be world raids. The servers feel a little bit I wouldn't say like boring, but it's kind of bland just progressing like normal. So we want to make a system to where occasionally a world raid is going to happen, where a boss or an event is going to happen every like 15, like every XX 15, every XX 30, so on and so forth.
Bro, this is kind of what I've been talking about, except with the Dark Dragon Balls.
You'll be able to get a good amount of XP and a lot of other good stuff.
Which I'll spend a whole nother video talking about that.
Where every hour at a specific time, a guarantee raid will happen, and it'll kind of loop, and you can kind of choose different worlds to go to, and there's different bosses, different items, but it's a guaranteed every like XX 15. So like at 215, as an example, not confirming this, let's say at 215 Frieza spawns, at 230 a cell can spawn on Earth, and then at 315 Frieza can spawn again. So it's something to kind of make the world feel a little bit better, and the whole server will be able to benefit from it. So that's something that's coming there. Quality of life changes. We're going to be doing a lot of polls coming soon, asking about like quality of life stuff that can be added to just make everything feel a little bit better. So that's coming soon. So we're going to do a lot of polls, asking you guys things about like what you guys want to see that makes life a little bit better. So that's going to come soon as well after HC. And then the final thing is the Dragon Ball system. We're going to improve it to be a little bit more consistent. Without giving too much detail, we want to remove some of the RNG from the Dragon Ball system and just make it a lot better. So the Dragon Balls are going to be made a lot better. We're going to try to get rid of the RNG from the Dragon Balls. I see chat spamming party system. That's kind of crazy. I didn't know that was demanded that badly. My only thing, and I want to kind of tell you guys my point of view about the party system, is if we do a party system of some kind, we can't make it so you can't hate your friends, because it would make the game like incredibly easy. But maybe we can come up with a system to where you can still party with friends and like, you know, be able to kind of party with them. But the one thing I can guarantee you guys that we won't do for the sake of the game is a party system would make the game really easy. So it won't be that you just don't hate your teammates. So I just want everyone clear, if we do a party system, it won't include that. But yeah, I guess I don't know if it was that badly wanted, so I
Hits your
guess
teammates.
I just generally thought like
Ruin your
people wanted it. I
teammates'
know
experience.
Everybody and their mama wanted it, so I guess we can look into that a little bit more.
That's
but
the
yeah,
whole
those
point
are some of
where
the stuff that's
a lot of
coming up.
people wanted
I can at the very
Bro,
minimum say
stop
that Black
asking for
Market and the
paths reset.
passive
It's not
subs
gonna
are
happen.
coming
Damn.
either Friday or Monday. Tomorrow's Thanksgiving, so happy early
Oh
Thanksgiving
my
for those who are
god.
celebrating it.
Oh,
A lot of the devs
stop
aren't going to be on.
asking for paths reset.
Some of the devs
shit.
are. So bear with us. But at the very least, Monday should be the day. Once I get the exact time and day, I'll make an announcement on it. I'm not going to leave you guys in the dust. Or, you know, I'll try to communicate the progress on that one. But path buffs and Black Market should be coming soon.
Yeah, Black Market, I'm looking forward to.
Let me think of. And then HC Gravity Chamber is being worked on after the Black Market system is in. That's coming next.
Yes.
And then after that, I guess we'll pick between the three things I told you about. But yeah, lots of exciting stuff coming soon. Thank you everyone for the support.
I am looking forward to it.
I guess, what should I do? I mean, I talked about the codes. I'm making sure I don't forget anything. There's some bug fixes coming today as well, I think. In a few, whenever we drop it. But yeah. For those of you asking for a path reset, it's not going to come until past part 3. It's just something we decided as devs. I kind of want your choice for your path to be kind of like a hard, permanent choice. If you want another path, I strongly recommend or advise you to get another slot or reset your character, because simply put, as devs, we would like you to kind of have a more permanent choice for the path you'd like. So
that's why I haven't done a path on my Bojack.
For those of you who are asking for a path reset, it will be a thing, but it won't be until path part 3. Which I guess also speaking of, since path is like a larger update, it's something that we work on in the background. Path part 2 is started on development. So that's something to also look forward to. We have begun working on path part 2. It's just something that we have to slowly work in the background until we get, I don't know how many paths were there, like 22, 24 paths. So until we get all that, you know,
we're still waiting on that Bojack path though.
I see a lot of people suggesting a slot code. That could actually be something I'm interested in. Maybe I'll talk to the devs about that.
You gotta add more slots, Gray.
For those of you who don't
I still have my wishes.
Slot, just letting
I
you know
can't
that if you
use
wish
them.
on the Space Dragon, you can get a free slot, and I think you get up to 3 free slots. So that's something you guys
I was only able to use 1.
remember and kind of
please add more.
But
just,
yeah, a lot of good
just
things
add
to look
3
forward
more
to.
slots.
Obviously, there's going to be more minor
I
stuff
doubt it'll
coming
break
in.
the
I just
game.
give you guys the bare minimum kind of like idea of what's coming soon. We got a lot of good stuff. Again, thank you for support. I genuinely wasn't expecting to support to be this huge or pass. So I really appreciate y'all. Working on path part 2, it's just something that we have to. Why did I hear myself?
He's echoing. Oh my
What the hell?
god.
That was weird.
Bro,
Anyways,
open
why
your
is everyone
stream.
spamming granola race? Crazy. Yo, low key, granola race might be the move.
Granola
I'm just
race,
playing.
bruh.
Unless I'm not. Who knows? But
I'd be
guys,
down for that.
Again, thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching the stream. I really appreciate y'all. I'm gonna be working on the gonna go back to working on the updates soon here. Yeah, a lot of good stuff is coming. So thank you everyone for tuning in, and I guess I will get working on the update. It should come on soon. Thanks everyone.
Okay, so let's go ahead and end it there. Okay, so first off, let's just talk about limit breaking. So, limit breaking is going to take mastery points. Mastery points are going to be a lot more easier, a lot more accessible, and they're no longer going to really be limited to Dragon Balls. You can now get them through raids and mentors. However, before y'all start, oh, well, I can master all my forms super easy now. Do not do that. Please don't do that. Don't waste your mastery points. If y'all are paying attention, it takes a ton of mastery points for each individual stat. Okay? It is a lot that you have to do. Like let me just put this in perspective. Aside from getting a certain stat to Z rank, getting all of your stats to S rank, like, that's gonna range in the hundreds, probably in the thousands. And that's only assuming you're only on one slot. Okay, you gotta remember, you're doing this on multiple slots. This is gonna take a lot of mastery points. Now, for the tougher forms, like, you know, path forms, you know, yeah, those are gonna take longer to master. So yeah, if you want to throw 4 mastery points at your path form, by all means, go ahead and do it. But as far as mastering every single form, for you newer players, do not waste your mastery points on mastering forms. I still recommend you go into Hyperbolic Time Chamber, or you go to Otherworld, and you master your forms the good old-fashioned way, because it will save you mastery points in the long run, so that way you can perfect those forms and then limit break them soon after. So I'm just saying, do not waste your mastery points when you can easily use them for something better. Now, let's kind of talk into something that a lot of people in the chat were requesting, and a lot of people in my comments section have been requesting. They will not do Paths Reset. They said they're probably going to do it when Bojack Race's paths drop. Specifically for the people that use the Bojack Race. And then they even said that they might do it when Paths Stage 3 comes out. Y'all realize how long away that is, right? Like, in the long run, it's like a maybe, but in the right here and now, it's a no. Alright, you're not gonna reset your paths. I have been stating this for so long. The entire point of choosing a path is to stick with it. If you don't like the path you chose, well, that's just too bad. You're gonna have to reset your entire slot. That means lose all cosmetics and everything you've gotten on that slot. Otherwise, we'll see you in Path Stage 3. Like, I'm sorry, okay? You know, if you don't like your form, I don't know what to tell you. That's just the way it is. Alright? You should have known better whenever you were choosing your, like, you had, like, if you were saying, you have like 3 options. It's either Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan 4, or Legendary Super Saiyan. That's your 3 options. Alright, it's not hard to pick. You already know what they're gonna look like, what they're probably gonna, like, people are telling you these, like, how these passes work. They, like, you know exactly what these paths are gonna look like, how powerful they're gonna be. Like, you know exactly, like, this exact information before you go into these paths. And before you even choose a path, the game literally tells you, like, are you sure? Are you sure this is the path you want to pick? And if you double tapped because you just wanted to get that path, you chose that path. So, I'm sorry, but you're not getting a Paths Reset. You're gonna have to stick with it. Otherwise, start a new slot. Just start a new slot. It's not hard. It's not difficult. They made it so much easier. And then, not to mention, with the Gravity Chamber and Hyperbolic Time Chamber coming in a later update, it's going to be even easier to start a new slot. Because you can sit in those fuckers for 2 hours! I still think that's crazy. For owning the Game Pass, you basically get 2 hours. And I want to correct something here. I don't know if for people that use them for free only have 30 minutes, but for Game Pass users, at least for me, I've not tried it without the Game Pass, so I don't know how it is for people that have to pay Zenny to use it. But the time on it is not 30 minutes, it's 40 minutes. It's 40 minutes per day in both Hyperbolic Time Chamber and Gravity Chamber. That's how it's been. Okay. So you pretty much get an extra 10 minutes. Now again, it could just be a mistake. I don't know. But if it is something that was just, if you have the Game Pass, you somehow got 10 extra minutes, I don't know. Again, I don't know. I have the Game Passes on both of my accounts, so, like, I genuinely have no idea. But clearly they're going to change it. It's more than likely going back to 30 minutes instead of 40 minutes. If it is 40 minutes for free-to-play players that spend Zenny to use it. So, yeah, take advantage of your time while you can. Because that update's going to be coming. It's going to be coming soon. So if you don't have the Game Pass, you might be taking an L. Alright, let's talk about obtaining mastery points. Now, obviously they've gone through doing the raids. Alright, raids from Boo Saga and up is going to be giving mastery points. Now, I don't know if Boo Saga level raids, like the ones in Otherworld, which is Kid Boo and Janemba, I'd imagine they give mastery points, because, they're technically Boo Saga raids. And I think Android 21's also a Boo Saga level raid. So she might give mastery points as well. I'm not, 100% certain on the Android 21 raid giving mastery points. But Kid Boo and Janemba should give mastery points because they technically are Boo Saga raids. Alright, I'm just pointing that out. You should get mastery points from those. Now, everything that's just in those raids, yeah, they're going to give mastery points. Whis and Beerus give 2 mastery points. They have a chance to give you 2 mastery points. So if you're grinding for Beerus, trying to get his cosmetics, you are now able to get mastery points from him, which is honestly better than just constantly getting Zenny over and over again. Don't get me wrong, getting Zenny every now and then is cool, because it's 20k. If you don't get the cosmetic, but you get Zenny, so it's 20k, so it's nice, but goddamn, for the amount of work you do, it's ugh. But mastery points, I mean, you already know everybody's going to be doing it, not just for the cosmetics, but now for the mastery points. Mentors. As he stated, if you've already completed a mentor, you just have to go into that completed mentor and claim your mastery points. That's literally it. All you have to do is go in there and claim it. It's the same thing with your stat points. If you've already beaten it, but you haven't claimed your stat points, you literally just go in and claim it. So, I completed most of my mentors on my main slot, so that's definitely going to be something I'm going to have to go back and do, but I'm definitely going to have to go and tackle my mentors, because, yeah, it's crazy. It's fucking crazy. You get 5 mastery points per mentor. And honestly, I'm going to be using every single 5 of those mastery points for limit breaking my new form. Alright, so we got a couple of buffs here that I want to talk about. So, Tuffles, as you've already heard, are now able to use their strongest form with Tuffleization. And for Saiyans, you get the Golden Great Ape form. So, that's nice. Now, Majins. I'm going to be real, I'm still sticking to the same opinion as before. I don't believe Majins really needed the buff because their passive already gives them a pretty powerful buff. Because the fact that you can just absorb or get kills and it carries over to other servers and goes away when you die, I'm gonna be real, that is kinda stupid. It's kinda dumb. But Majins got a buff, so I'm actually excited for that, because I have a Majin. I just need to get her to level 875, and then I can start the path for her. And she will be able to use her absorption and be able to transform into her path form. So that's nice. I much appreciate that. That's really good. Now, obviously, Majins and Tuffles aren't the only ones that got their passives kind of just revamped a bit. Super Saiyan God's getting a massive buff that it actually needed for PvE. Super Saiyan 4, I think they said it's getting nerfed, but also buffed, so I don't know how they're going to do that. But we'll see. Yeah, that pretty much just sums it up for now. Now, Bojack still need a path, so we're waiting on that. I'm not going to be starting any paths on my Bojack slot until the path for that race drops. So look forward to that. Hopefully it drops soon, but right now they are, you know, slowly working on the part 2 for the paths update. So yeah, it's we're probably gonna be waiting a while for a part 2. I wouldn't really put it past me to say that we might be waiting a year for part 2 for paths, which I wouldn't be. As long as we get smaller updates throughout the year that we wait for the paths part 2 update, I'm not going to be against it. Ooh, right. They said something about world raids. So, world raids, I've actually had a concept going for a while that I was hoping to get to Gray at some point, where it's basically world raids, but you get Dark Dragon Balls. Hear me out. Now, when you spawn into a server, either they can make it to where it's timed, or it's just a chance for it to happen, but basically make it to where there is a chance for one of the bosses in each server has a chance of getting possessed by one of the Dark Dragon Balls. And they're going to be extremely powerful, at least like 4, maybe 5 times more powerful than they are normally in the saga that they're in. Like when you fight them normally, they're 5 times stronger than that. So they would make it to where those bosses are 5 times more stronger than they're supposed to be. And that if you beat, it's gonna take more. Like especially if you're a newer player, it's gonna take higher level players to be able to beat them anyway, if you're intending to solo it. But for the higher level ones, it's going to be much more difficult and not as easy. But each of them would drop the Dark Dragon Balls, and then whenever you get all 7 Dark Dragon Balls, you can summon Dark Shenron, and there could be like different wishes. So like the Dark Dragon Ball boost that we see from like Bardock and Gohan and Piccolo and all them from the Tournament of Time arc during Dragon Ball Heroes. So we could definitely see that. Couple of other things as well that I think they could add. They could make it to where that Dragon Ball set could also be where you get a Paths reset after Paths Part 3. So they could definitely do that where, okay, if you want to reset your path, you're going to have to earn it. So, yeah, it's just a concept that I got here. I mean, for each individual wish, I mean, they could honestly do whatever they want, like cosmetics and stuff like that. You know, they could pretty much have free reign over that. But I still think that we should at least have that as like part of the world bosses, because I think that would be cool. And then not to mention, the Dark Dragon Balls would carry over to every single server that the Dark Dragon Balls spawn in. So, you know, I'm just pointing out ideas right now. But anyways, guys, this is getting a bit too long here, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut it somewhere around here at this point. So yeah, that's pretty much everything covered, at least as far as I can remember what they talked about. Yeah, I think I covered pretty much everything. So anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed. Hopefully you guys are looking forward to the next update. Hopefully you're looking forward to limit breaking, hyperbolic time chamber, gravity chamber, whatever it is that they talked about. I hope you're looking forward to it. But either way, guys, I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.